The Russian content creator, a slave who came to Ghana to sleep with our girls in Menom, people's sisters, people's wives and girlfriends, and secretly filming them. In his private Telegram group, he was selling their videos and pictures for just $5 US, less than 100 cedis. Is in a big trouble because the government of Ghana has initiated steps to have him arrested, prosecuted, and jailed. So through the communication ministry, headed by Honorable Sam George, we're revealing the plans and what the government has done so far. So you better touch on that story. Plus MCI Yeboah on United Showbiz defending the woman. According to MCI Yeboah, or say the Ghanaian guys calling this woman cheap, horse, ashawo, losho, they are useless and cool. We should stop that. According to her, there is nothing wrong with one night stand. In Timishia and Bema, Neomada within a few hours, and normally it ends up in marriage. So she sees nothing wrong with that. Out of these two stories, and made the Abraham. So yen shall see in free MC Yeboah's side. Well, let us go and listen to what she said. Yeba to Amusu.
Imagine say, what that sorry one fine morning. Now be sorry. Na abrantie bi a woni ni sign ye. E de wadeja. Any encounter woni ni nya ye, which is supposed to be a private moment. Ni nara egu abonten. Womreko a wan je wo ho permission. That's if that's the case. One Joe ho permission because of consent. And TikTok this you. Video and our do be day or do be to abonting. Na Empress. If you come church use say word ni bi e man no mo ye cheap.
Me see a binom.
O say man no nya omo video ni no omo ye cheap. Yes ana o kan. Me pese me see ase say define cheap. What is cheap? Because Empress what's video ni ye pa let us notice a video no enye ni na brand ne de abeto no we twetwa bi afimu ebi wo ho no my man wo share omo wo ba bi o share wo mo no wo gi wo mo number ene wo mo kasa ye na bia ekire e man ye den e ba wherever baby e was obe share omo na se bibi baako bi wo mu a ene bia o share omo a that day na omo ne call ni ba bia o te ebi mu nso e rejecting no enti se Empress me kind of said this is the natural phenomenon men and women go through to procreate. Obema ne be shia oba na oni oba kasa na waje ne number. Na ya twetwe nkomo na baby e be kwa akosi na kwa akoye de akwa akosi. So let us be careful. Judging this woman.
All one twetwe nkomo.
And I make sure
that example, may say sexual. Obi adwene and they attract me. You could meet somebody. Oh, Nyabote. You are until you could meet somebody, you would have a good. I know people that have had one night stand that to today they are together. Nyabote. What's your baby? Let me finish. What's your baby?
Obi to me shia woba na womu nkomodie mu ni o mayonko femu ebi asa day na womu tumi eni omu tumi ni omu ho eda se mekanisa until today they are still together. Ebi mu ware ebi mu nso tumi ni obe sign na dey one night stand na ayeden etwam eko. So don't make it look like one night stand is a news. Enye news. And I Empress ma me come my man ntia say enye mema nko na se bi wo mu hu ma wo mu kondo e ma zo to mi hu mema e ma wo mu kondo mema e ka wo mu tim se be ma de minya na me de ne be ye ma de e wo ho
but e no nya dana
ya botre soft my establish says dana issue na mu dis so dana e mema dodo sign na wo ga na ha omu ya bibifu a wo mu nhia ma ni omu nye one night stand e mema dodo sign how many men?
Well, put your hand down.
I don't do that. I've never done that before.
There are Ghanaian men who meet women.
One night stand.
There are Ghanaian men who meet women and have one night stand. They are not necessarily white. One will empress enti yen situating common ye. E die nesi wa ha ne say obi ni emayiwa ababa beda ananemo. What you say? I record the warm without their consent. I post video no, I monetize video no. I just fast bottom. And Ghanaian men, we are sitting here to say these girls are cheap, they are cheap. How many men wouldn't have fallen victim if it was vice versa? And Mema was saying, and Emma, what do you mean? You should let me take the brony factor out. And Mema was saying now, Ghana ni bibi ni crash or no, so ebi am person ye we yanko omuni na chinko. Oh, ebi mo be no pay we ani anwume.
And some of them are also unemployed.
Thank you. Ebi mo so ko pay musuka nya bo say ye kasa.
Two gas and
futu ni ye betu but we see establish bibi.
Oh.
That tag na ye dey to maso e from so omu ye cheap no. That is not the issue here. Because this is something that is natural that happens between man and woman, just as this was caught on camera without their consent.
MC Yeboah has spoken, so she sees nothing wrong with, this Russian guy meeting these ladies, and within a few minutes, they are in his hotel room. Onyomo, Anake, Tatata, not all of them, but majority of them. MC Yeboah is saying, look, one night stand is something that happens. So we should instead focus on the act of secretly filming them and then selling for just $5 instead of calling the women cheap, horse, ashawo, and ko. But are they not cheap? Do you think they are, cheap, or it was just a mistake? Please let us know which video we are. Do you support what MC Yeboah said or not? All credit to United Showbiz. So the second story I better touch on, as earlier stated, from what the government of Ghana is doing so far. So answer Nebekom, look, there is a big opportunity for every single individual who wants to go to China to do business, but don't know how to go by it. Look, Lampline Steady Consult will have you covered with just 35,000 Ghana cedis. That is the cheapest. And also 35,000 Ghana cedis, and yes, and then they will now start. No, that 35,000 Ghana cedis will cover your round trip ticket, your visa, your insurance, hotel, ubetna, your breakfast. Look, in fact, sightseeing, your factory tours, and so account, including airport pickup when you touch down in China. So this amount, that is it. With that, you go to China, baby or person to turn they will guide you and then make sure you have the best of best experience. So don't go and pay any agent that 35 just to get visa. I think I'll be bookie, ticket and code. No, this one will cover all. They are very, very credible. So more details and at that screen. So please call them. If you have any inquiries, get to them and then have a conversation with them. They are very, very trusted. We back them so far. So, away from this, Honorable Sam George Akasa. So, according to him, one said, chief fraud boys, Ghana, we extradite them to other countries. Just said the government collaborate with these foreign agencies. So, see, look, that's the same thing. In arresting this Russian guy. Also, look, wheresoever this guy is, they would arrest him, bring him down to Ghana, and prosecute him. Even if he fails to appear, they will try him in absentia. I just say uniho, and I just say omo edina eden akọ court. Wa undergo trial. So far they've invited the Russian ambassador to Ghana. Say he should come and answer questions.
The Cybersecurity Authority is one of the agencies under my ministry, and I'm sure leading up to the Christmas, you guys saw the clampdown we did on cybercrime and fraud and all of that. Part of what we do is also to deal with sextortion and child online protection. In this instance, I'm sure you're referencing the Russian gentleman who came into the country. Yesterday, I caused the ministry to send an invitation to the Russian ambassador. I intend to see him this week and have a conversation with him. We're taking a very strong view of it. The individuals involved are not minors. None of them is a minor. They're grown-up adults who made decisions. What the Cybersecurity Authority is interested in, and my ministry is interested in, is not in the moral judgment of the individuals. It's in the non-consensual sharing of the videos that were posted online. That is a crime. It's not a crime to be able to convince a man or a woman to go into your room with you in 6 minutes. That's not a crime by the law. That's a personal decision to make. But it is a crime to record a person without their consent. And apart from, and even when you record and keep it on your phone, and the person finds out and reports to us, we will prosecute you and you go to jail. That's the law of the land. Now, you don't just record it, but you go and post it on a website for financial gain. That gentleman will be looked for. We will activate every resource in our disposal, working with Interpol. The way we've worked with Interpol to extradite Ghanaians to other jurisdictions, we will request the Russian authorities, and that's why I've invited a Russian ambassador, to work with our law enforcement. We want the gentleman to come to Ghana, to be brought back to Ghana, extradited to Ghana, for him to face the rigors of our law. Ghanaian citizens, irrespective of their decision making, will be protected by their government. The government of John Dramani Mahama will ensure that every citizen's rights are protected. And you cannot record a citizen without their consent and air that or post that online. That constitutes a crime under the Cyber Crime Offences Act, the Cyber Security Authority Act, CSA Act 1038 of Ghana, passed in 2020 by Parliament. So we will work on it. We're working on it. We'll be with my Lelu team at Cybersecurity is building a full docket. Whether we have the gentleman or not, I intend for us to file a full prosecution. We'll make a representation before the courts, try him in absentia, and get judgment if he fails to show up. But we will not let this go. I mean, my colleague Minister for Gender has issued a statement as well, because most of these victims were women. But we would pursue this to its legal conclusion and ensure that this never happens again. But once again, to our countrymen and women, we urge caution. We urge caution. I mean, we need to be minded about some of these things and careful. But on the legal parts, we will do our part. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
So that is the update so far. This is the trending story. Emeki headlines. Any update? Vimbaz TV.